Prince was about to enter the cusp of his early career, he was already demonstrating a number of the aspects of his creative personality that would become hallmarks over the years. In the period centred around 1975 to 79, when Prince was just 17 to 21, he was already creating a number of tracks that found their outlet in various different ways. He was also learning and developing his studio techniques by being a guest artist for hire, and he was also appearing on other people's records and allowing his own songs to be used by other artists. Today, we look at some of those tracks that marked those early days of Prince's musical development. First off is the story of the Lewis Connection. This was the group from Minneapolis which featured Sonny Thompson, who would later become an NPG member, and brothers Pierre and Andre Lewis. Prince supplied background vocals and guitar to just one track entitled Got to Be Something Here. Although the album, The Lewis Connection, was released in 1979, albeit with a spelling error on the cover, Prince's contribution dates from sessions in 1976. The song has a pretty catchy hook and a great vocal delivery by Sonny. Prince admired Sonny's bass skills, and this connection would become central to much of Prince's later work. Recorded in the same sessions was a track called Stone Lover. This was the only track released by MLF, a band from Minneapolis. MLF, short for Music, Love and Funk, also released the track in 1979. It is rumoured that Prince played on this track to raise money for a trip to New York in 1976. It is unclear whether this song or the previous one marks the first time Prince appeared on someone else's track, but again it confirms the connection between Prince and Sonny, who is a member of this band. It is also a matter of controversy as to what part, if any, Prince played on the record, with different artists claiming different versions. It is also important to note that some of Prince's earliest recordings as part of the 94 East project with Pepe Willie and Andre Simone were actually recorded even earlier, from 1975 to 79, but not released until much later. The 94 East project has a complicated and intriguing history and will be the subject of a video in the very near future. Another track recorded in 1976 was Make It Through the Storm, also known as We'll Make It Through the Storm. This track is interesting in a number of ways. Firstly, here's Prince's version. Don't you know, make it through the storm. Prince re-recorded the track a number of times over a 5-year period, and at one point considered it to be part of the 4U project, but later changed his mind. He then re-recorded the track with singer Sue Ann Carwell, and it was released as the B-side to her track Let Me, Let You, Rock Me. This is her version. What also makes this track interesting is that Prince gave Chris Moon full credit for this track in exchange for Prince getting full credit on the track My Love Is Forever from the 4U album. This track was part of 2 prolific sessions in 1976 in which Prince produced a range of new songs. The first session generated the tracks Don't You Wanna Ride? Hey Lover? I Spend My Time Loving You, various instrumentals, and the track Rock Me Lover. And possibly the 2 most intriguing, Nightingale and Leaving for New York. Nightingale is a very minimalist acoustic guitar lament which shows, even at this early stage, Prince's remarkable ability to construct multi-layered vocals on a track. It also showcases Prince's trademark sustained falsetto refrains. Leaving for New York was possibly written as Prince left Minneapolis for New York in order to give his demo tape to record companies, but it works as a beautiful love song too. I know I said I'd never leave you, but this is something that I must do. I'm taking with me the memories of when we made love. Prince slides down a long trail of descending vocal motifs. The lyrics are also quite interesting. You recall my misery, caused by life's complexities. The track has a jazzy upbeat refrain, and the piano skills for such a young artist are mature beyond their years. Prince seems relaxed, focused, and scats happily towards the end of the song. The second session in summer 1976 contained songs such as Aces, Baby, Diamond Eyes, Don't Forget, Don't Hold Back, Fantasy, I'm Yours, Jelly Jam, Love Is Forever, Make It Through the Storm, Since We've Been Together, Surprise, and Soft and Wet. Several of these tracks made it onto For You with Soft and Wet, I'm Yours, My Love Is Forever, which was originally called My Love Forever, and even the music from Jelly Jam made it onto Just As Long As We're Together. Finally is the unusually titled Fast Freddy, the Roller Disco King.
Watch him move so smoothly, he's smooth as he can be. All the ladies say he's the baddest cat in town. All the ladies say he's really getting down.
This was a 12-inch track by Little Anthony and the Imperials, and it has a touch of the song Shaft about it and tells the story of the coolest guy around. These sessions were arranged by Pepe Willie in 1979 and later became part of the 94 East releases, which we shall explore later. On 94 East, the track is titled One Man Jam. The track is a classic 70s ode to the title of Freddie, who does his own thing and the ladies love him for it. Prince was responsible for the guitar, synths and keyboards, and had some cool little flourishes to proceedings. Prince was already at this stage of his career showing his appetite and energy as a working musician and learning his studio craft by focusing on specific elements of tracks for other people while simultaneously developing his own repertoire of songs. This was something that would continue to reach new heights as Prince's career continued onwards.